my preseason predictions, I'm going to take it, right? So I picked the Seattle Seahawks to make it to the Super Bowl. I picked Russell Wilson to be league MVP, all right? But I don't believe Russell is strong enough and good enough to carry this team to a Super Bowl, because that is the goal. Now, can he win you 10 games by himself the way he's playing? Absolutely. They need this defense to be better. Through 6 games, they're the worst ever in NFL history.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be playing Madden 21 franchise, taking over the Seattle Seahawks in Week 7. As you know, the Seahawks defense is extremely terrible, so we are going to be taking over the Seahawks and rebuilding their defense. The players I wanted to focus on during training are DK Metcalf, Damian Lewis, and LJ Collier. Decided to actually play the training since it's punting, get that easy gold, so got that gold. I also signed Damon Harrison, just like in real life. I bumped him all the way down to a 77 just because he hasn't played in a year. I also moved Stephon Sullivan, who's on the practice squad, from tight end to defensive end, just like they did in real life. Change his number to 48. I don't really know what to do with all of the extra players, like Rashad Penny is injured in real life, but in the game he's not, so just like Philip Dorsett, so I have extra players that I have to cut. I couldn't find Ryan Neal on the Seahawks roster, so I had to find him. He was actually a free agent, so I had to sign him. I decided to cut Kyle Fuller since I don't even think has been active for a single game this year. I decided to trade Jacob Hollister because he takes up $3 million cap and he doesn't really play at all. So I got 2/6 out of the Patriots to take Jacob Hollister. At this point, I'm just clearing practice squad spots to put younger players on the practice squad. Some of these guys I don't even really have on the practice squad, like undrafted rookies, and there were a couple of guys that I accidentally cut, not knowing they're actually on the practice squad, so I can sign them later, preferably in the off-season, if we need an off-season. I moved Anthony Rush to the practice squad. He just got cut in real life to make room for Damon Harrison on the practice squad. And then I decided to move Travis Homer to the practice squad also. And I had to do it. I had to lower Trey Flowers overall severely. He's played just horrible this season. I think he was ranked 111th out of 116 possible corners. So that is just horrible. He's now 73. Ugo Amadi's played really good as slot, so I just moved him up about 2 overalls up to a 70. Shaquille Griffin hasn't played as good as I thought he would this year, so I lowered him to an 83. Demarius Randall is a 79 for some reason, so I lowered him all the way down to about a 72. Marquise Blair, I think, is better than Demarius Randall, so I moved him up to about a 73. Quandre Diggs has played really well this season, so he's up to an 83. And one of the last guys I'm editing here is Jordan Brooks. He played like the best linebacker on the field against the Cardinals on Sunday night, so bumped him up to about a 74. And one last thing, Michael Dixon, the best punter in the NFL. It's not even close. So he's got to be at least a 90, 89. X factor, obviously. I think he leads the league in punts inside the 20-yard line. So he's the best punter in the league, hands down, not even a contest. So he's an 89 now. Well deserved. The draft class I uploaded is called 2021 Complete. I think it's the best draft class in the Madden community tab. First position I really wanted to scout were the cornerbacks, since Quentin Dunbar is on the last year of his contract. Shaquille Griffin is also on the last year of his contract, and neither of them have played this season, so cornerback is definitely a priority when scouting. One guy I really like is Israel Mukuamu, but I don't even know if he'll be on the board when we're picking with our late pick. We also need to force loss the Arizona game, because obviously we lost in real life. So I don't think I can go in and recreate that 200-yard, 3-touchdown performance by Tyler Lockett, so I'm not even going to try. Russell Wilson won Offensive Player of the Week, so a lot better than in real life. We got some player upgrades. Dwayne Brown up to an 86. Someone that I really want the Seahawks to trade for is Carlos Dunlap, so I'm gonna try and trade for him. Realistic trade for Carlos Dunlap, in my opinion, is like a 4th and a 6th, but I don't think Madden would like that. So in order to make a realistic trade, I lowered his overall down to a 69 just by lowering his awareness all the way down to 1 and move it back up after we're done trading for him. Okay, now that we lowered his overall to get the most realistic trade possible, we offer the 6th this year and a 4th next year. And the Cincinnati Bengals gladly accepted, so Carlos Dunlap is now on the Seattle Seahawks. Now we just have to raise his awareness back up to 85 to get him back to his original overall 79. We didn't trade a player for Dunlap. We have to actually cut someone to clear a roster spot for Dunlap. So I just decided to put Brian Monet on the practice squad. One thing I completely forgot to do were force wins. So some teams got wins, like the Titans got a win when they didn't in real life. The Packers lost in real life. They just dominated the Texans. The Buccaneers lost. So other than those two teams, I think everything was fine. We're back to scouting more corners. Want to shore up cornerback for next year. So yeah, one guy I'm really interested in is Israel Mukuamu, 6'4", which is insane for a cornerback. Now we're just scouting pass rushers. Obviously that's a need on this team. Chris Carson actually got hurt in real life. I had no intent on him getting injured in this series, but there you go. He's out for 6 weeks, not years. So that means Carlos Hyde will be the starter for the next 6 weeks. My plan for Rashad Penny is to bring him back when the December games start, since he got hurt last December, ACL tear. probably won't be coming back until December for the Seahawks in real life. I know Stephon Sullivan probably isn't the best pass rusher, but I'm going to up his overall just like maybe to 40 or 50, just because a 20 overall will not progress at all. Next episode, we'll be playing the San Francisco 49ers at home, so stay tuned for the next episode.